All right. Want to sound like a native English speaker? We're going to help you out with that today.
That's right.
We're going on a deep dive, all based on a YouTube video by Inglés con el teacher Bocarando.
Okay.
It's called 5 Secretos para Hablar Inglés como un Nativo.
Right.
But it is in Spanish.
Yes, it is.
So we are going to break it down for you right here in English.
Exactly. We'll unpack it all for you.
Yeah. So don't worry if you don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
We got you covered.
Absolutely. And it's really cool.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It goes beyond like your typical grammar rules and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really about how like native speakers, we kind of bend the rules. Okay. To sound more natural.
Gotcha.
More authentic.
So what are these secret strategies?
Well, the video, it highlights 5 main strategies.
Okay.
Omission, linking, assimilation, elision, and intrusion.
Okay, those are some big words.
They are, but they're pretty intuitive once you get the hang of it.
All right, well, let's start with omission.
Sure.
What is omission? Like just skipping words entirely?
Not exactly.
Okay.
It's more about understanding something called vowel reduction.
Okay.
It's a fancy way of saying we often reduce or even like drop unstressed vowels in words to make speech flow better.
So is it kind of like being lazy then?
Not really, no. It's about efficiency, I'd say.
Okay.
And sounding natural.
Yeah, okay.
The video gives some examples, like the words memory, secretary, and library.
Oh, okay.
Think about how you would normally say those words.
Memory, secretary, library.
Right, now do it naturally how you would actually say it.
Memory, secretary, library.
See?
Yeah.
It's like a little shortcut.
That's really interesting. So we do that naturally.
Yeah, we do.
And native speakers understand it without even thinking.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to sound like a native speaker, that's a great place to start.
Awesome. Okay, so we tackled omission. Let's move on to linking. What's linking all about?
Basically, linking is all about connecting words together, almost like they're holding hands.
Okay.
So instead of pronouncing each word like totally separate, we blend the end of one word with the beginning of the next.
Gotcha.
So it flows better.
So you're making like one long word out of a sentence.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
The video uses these examples like next door, left behind, and don't go.
Okay. Next door, left behind, and don't go.
Now say those like you would naturally.
Next door, left behind, don't go. Oh, wow. Okay.
So you kind of see how that makes it sound a bit more
natural.
Natural and smooth.
It's almost like a secret language or something.
It kind of is, yeah.
That's so cool. So the more you practice that, the better you get at sounding like a native speaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm liking this.
Good.
So what's next?
Well, let's dive into assimilation.
Assimilation.
Yes. This one is all about how sounds can change based on the other sounds around them.
Oh, okay.
Like a chameleon changing its color.
So the word changes depending on the words around it.
Exactly. The video uses the example, in my opinion.
Okay.
So a lot of times in casual speech, you'll hear that as Emmy opinion.
Emmy opinion.
Right, the N sound.
Yeah.
At the end of it, it's kind of influenced by that M sound.
Okay.
It's coming right after it.
So they're morphing.
You are, yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Another example is gimme the book.
Give me the book. Okay.
Which often becomes gimme the book.
Oh, give me the book. Yeah.
So the sounds blend together.
Yeah.
To make it sound smoother and more natural.
I'm starting to see how all these little things add up.
They do.
So we really do this without even realizing it.
Yeah.
As native speakers.
Subconsciously.
Wow, that's so cool.
And the video actually gives a tip.
Okay, I'm listening.
Like, you can often predict these changes.
Okay.
If you see a word, like ending in T or D or N.
Okay, TDN, got it.
Followed by a word that starts with M or P.
M or P?
That sound at the end will probably become an M.
Oh, that's a great tip.
So it's like a little
formula.
Formula, yeah.
I like how you say. Okay, what about elision?
Elision.
Yeah, is it kind of like a mission?
Kind of, yeah. I think of it like omission's older brother.
Okay.
Little bolder, maybe.
Huh?
Often it drops or blends not just vowels.
Okay.
But whole syllables.
Whole syllables, wow.
Yeah. Especially auxiliary verbs and pronouns.
Auxiliary verbs and pronouns, okay. So like, I have gone to the store becomes I've gone to the store.
Exactly. That's a good example.
Okay.
But the video also talks about how we drop auxiliary verbs in casual speech a lot.
Right, yeah.
So like, have you been there?
Yeah.
Often becomes, you been there.
You been there.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It seems wrong grammatically.
Yeah.
But we say it all the time.
Yeah, we do.
In everyday speech.
It feels wrong to say it.
Yeah.
But it also feels right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a little secret.
Totally.
And it doesn't stop there. Pronouns like you can get squished in with other words.
Okay.
So like, did you like it?
Did you like it?
Could become, do you like it?
Do you like it? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You could...
So it makes sense why sometimes native speakers can sound so fast.
Oh, yeah.
When you're talking.
If you don't know these tricks, it's like...
It's hard to understand.
If you're lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So understanding elision is like unlocking a whole new level of listening.
Totally.
You start to hear all these subtle changes.
Yeah.
And really understand the rhythm.
Okay, wow. 4 down, 1 to go.
All right, you ready for intrusion?
I'm ready. What is intrusion? Like somebody interrupting you?
No, not quite.
Okay.
It's about adding a subtle sound to smooth out the transition between vowels.
Adding a sound.
Yeah.
Like making a word up.
Not making it up. It's more like adding a little bridge between the sounds.
Okay.
A classic example is the phrase, I am happy.
I am happy.
Now say that naturally.
I am happy.
And pay attention to if you feel like a little I sound.
I am happy. Oh.
Right. It's such a small change.
Yeah.
But it makes a big difference.
Oh.
In how smoothly that phrase comes out.
So we're adding sounds to make things flow better.
We are, yeah. And you'll notice this Y sound a lot. Yeah, like go away becomes go away.
Go away.
It's a small change, but it's powerful.
Right. Intrusion has to be the most surprising one.
It is, yeah.
I would have never guessed that we add sounds to make things smoother.
But it's something we do, you know.
Yeah.
Naturally as native speakers.
That's so wild.
And it's a real game changer when you're trying to, you know, improve your fluency.
Yeah. Okay, so we've covered all 5 of these strategies.
We have.
Omission, linking, assimilation, elision, and intrusion. And it's amazing how many like little techniques we use without even realizing it. It's like a hidden code.
It is, yeah.
But how do we put this into practice?
That's a great question, and that's exactly what we're going to cover in part 2.
Ooh, all right. Stay tuned, folks.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get into the nitty-gritty.
Exactly. We'll give you the tools to unlock your full potential and start speaking with more confidence than ever before.
This is going to be good.
Welcome back to our deep dive. Remember those 5 strategies? Omission, linking, assimilation, elision, and intrusion.
Yeah, they're like cheat codes for English.
Right. But how do we use them?
Yeah, I want to level up my speaking skills.
Well, like any skill, it takes practice. It's about training your ear and your tongue to work together.
So where do we start?
Well, let's start with omission.
Okay, omission. Yeah. How do we reduce those vowels without sounding like we're mumbling?
It's all about the rhythm of the word. Think about memory, secretary, library.
Okay.
Try to say them naturally. Notice how your tongue barely touches the roof of your mouth.
Okay.
For that middle vowel.
Memory. It's almost like memory.
Exactly. You don't want to get rid of the sound totally.
Right.
But you reduce it almost like a whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Try it with secretary.
Secretary.
And library.
Library. It's like speaking in shorthand.
Yeah, kind of. But it sounds more natural.
It does sound more natural.
And we do it without even thinking about it.
Yeah, that's so interesting. The more we practice it,
the easier it gets.
The better we get. Okay, I'm getting the hang of omission. What about linking?
Linking. Okay, focus on that last consonant of the first word and the first vowel of the second word, like a bridge.
Okay.
Connecting 2 islands.
Gotcha.
So like next door, that T wants to grab onto that O.
Oh, I just kind of, instead of stopping after next, I just...
You launch it.
Launch it into the door, next door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's subtle, but it makes a big difference.
Okay.
Try it with left behind.
Or left behind.
And don't go.
Don't go! Oh, yeah, it flows better.
It does, right. And the more you practice, you start to hear these links everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm feeling good about linking. But assimilation still feels a little mysterious.
Okay.
How do we know how sounds change based on, their neighbors?
It's all about how they influence each other. Let's go back to, in my opinion.
Okay, in my opinion.
Say it slowly.
In my opinion, it does sound like that N wants to be an M.
It does, right. Your tongue is already getting ready for that next sound.
Oh, wow.
Same with, give me the book.
Give me the book, okay.
That V becomes an M.
Give me the book.
Yeah. Our mouths, they want to take the easy way out.
So it's like a phonetic dance.
I like that. And remember, if you see a TD or N followed by an M or a P, get ready for that M sound.
Okay, so look out for those letter combos. It's like solving a puzzle.
Yeah.
Now, elision, dropping those auxiliary verbs and blending pronouns.
Right.
This feels like we're breaking the rules.
Well, they're more like guidelines.
Okay.
In casual speech, we just take shortcuts.
Okay.
So, have you been there
Yeah.
becomes you've been there.
You've been there. Okay.
It's wrong, but we say it all the time.
It feels so, I don't know, liberating to drop those words.
It does. And remember, you can blend them too.
Okay.
Like, did you like it?
Yeah, did you like it?
Becomes, do you like it?
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
Right.
That's so funny.
Like a secret handshake.
You don't know it, you're left out.
Exactly. Illusion gets you into the club.
Okay, I want to be in the club. Last but not least, intrusion.
All right. Intrusion.
This one still confuses me a little bit. How do we know when to add a sound and what sound?
Listen for those vowel-on-vowel moments. Like, I am happy.
I am happy, okay?
Do you hear that little D?
I am happy.
There it is.
Oh my God.
It's like a little bridge.
It's so subtle.
It is. But it helps us move between those vowel sounds. You'll hear it a lot with go away.
Go away, okay.
Go your way.
Go your way. Oh, wow.
Right.
So it's like adding a little music to our speech.
Exactly. It's those little things that make you sound more natural.
This is so cool. I'm seeing English in a whole new light.
I'm glad. In the last part, we'll give you even more tips and exercises.
Awesome. This is getting good.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, we're back and ready to wrap up our deep dive on speaking English like a native.
We've covered those 5 secret strategies.
Omission, linking, assimilation, elision, and intrusion.
That's right. We even talked about how to practice them.
Yeah, so now what? How do we actually use all of this? Like in real life?
It's like we've given you the ingredients
Yes.
and the recipe. Now you have to cook.
Okay, I'm ready to be a master chef of fluent English. What's the first step?
Immersion. The more you surround yourself with English, the more it'll just start to happen naturally.
So like movies, TV shows, music, even just like listening to people talk.
All of that. But don't just listen passively. Really listen. Pay attention to how native speakers are using these strategies.
So I should like listen for the omission and the linking and all that stuff.
Exactly. Try to catch those little changes in how they're pronouncing things.
Okay, so how do I like not get overwhelmed? It seems like a lot to listen for.
Yeah, you don't have to do it all at once.
Okay, good.
Pick one strategy to focus on each week. Like maybe this week you just listen for linking.
Oh, okay.
And then next week you listen for assimilation.
Okay, that's a good tip. Break it down into smaller pieces.
Exactly. And another thing you can try is shadowing.
Shadowing, what's that?
Basically, you listen to a native speaker and try to repeat exactly what they're saying.
Oh, like a copycat.
Exactly. Try to match their pace, their intonation, everything.
Okay, so I could like pick a scene from a movie.
Yeah, something with clear pronunciation. Listen to a sentence, pause it, and then try to repeat it exactly the same way.
So I can hear how they're using those 5 strategies.
Exactly. It's like a workout for your mouth.
Yeah, get those muscles moving.
It's okay if you don't sound perfect right away. Just keep practicing.
Repetition.
Repetition is key.
Got it. What about those sounds that change, like with assimilation?
Oh, yeah, those can be tricky.
Any tips for those?
Flashcards.
Flashcards.
Yeah. Write down pairs of words where those changes happen, like in my opinion, and give me the book.
Okay.
Practice saying them out loud. Focus on making that smooth transition.
Okay, so it's like a cheat sheet for my tongue.
Exactly. You can even record yourself and listen back. See how you're doing.
So immersion, shadowing, flashcards, anything else?
The most important thing is to have fun. Experiment. Don't be afraid to play with the sounds.
Okay, so be playful with it.
Yeah. The more you practice, the more natural it'll feel.
I like that. So it's not about being perfect. It's about having fun and trying things out.
Exactly. Fluency is all about progress, not perfection.
This has been such a cool deep dive. I feel like I understand English pronunciation way better now.
It really is fascinating.
It's like a secret code we've been cracking this whole time.
And you've already started to break the code. Just keep immersing yourself in the language.
Yeah.
Keep practicing and experimenting. And you'll keep getting closer and closer to sounding like a native speaker.
Awesome. So to all of our listeners out there, keep exploring and keep practicing. You got this.
Absolutely. And most importantly, have fun with it.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Bye, everyone.